Hello and welcome to Records Rebuilds. We've got a great episode for you today where we're going to be putting on the hood and both fenders. That's a very exciting time because, we've been putting in months worth of work and nothing looks like it's really happening, but all of a sudden we start sticking those big body panels on and hey, this thing starts looking like it might actually be a usable car again someday soon. So let's take a look. Sorry.
Didn't hurt me.
Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately there's going to be a lot of voiceover in this video because I forgot to explain what I was doing and why I was doing it. So basically we set the fender in there and then you're going to start at the rear of that fender because you want to line it up with the door. There's one bolt that goes up from underneath the car. And there's another screw that goes, you have to open the door wide, and then there's a screw that goes forward into the door jamb.
I need somebody to sit. That fender, well, you can see it better over there than I can see it here.
I found it was very effective to use a grasper to hold the screw in place and then use a ratchet with a long extension to tighten it down. You're wanting to line it up with the door, so when you close the door, you're going to close it very carefully to make sure that you don't hit the door on the fender and scratch the paint. Okay, so this is probably one of the most difficult to reach bolts on the whole car. Certainly the most difficult to reach body bolt. I've got my wife here.
Hi.
And she's just holding this trim tool in here so that we can get even right here. So this next bolt we put in here will be in the right place. Two things we've got here that will make this job a little bit easier. One of them is this electric ratchet here, and one of them is this magnetic socket. So we're going to take a large washer bolt right here, and we're going to stick that right in there. Then we'll just take that bolt, Alright, so now you can tell we've got that in there right because the door is not proud compared to the fender right here. It may look like it is, but I think it's just the shine that's doing that. But that we were able to bring the fender out quite a bit by doing that. So we've got it just like we want it. I cannot believe that I did this, but I actually forgot to take any dedicated video of the hood installation. So we'll go to the time lapse here. You can see the driver's side fender being installed right there, and of course the hood goes on very easily. It's helpful if you have two people to help you do it, but there's a lot of adjustment in the hinges and in the place where the hinge is attached to the hood that can help you adjust it to get it just right. In fact, next week's episode is going to be about adjusting the hood and fender gaps and making all the panels fit together nicely. Truth be told, any idiot can bolt the fenders and the hood on there, but if you'd really like to do it nice, you need to be able to adjust them, and that can be really difficult. There are a few brackets up front which attach the fender onto the front bumper bar and onto the inner fender, and we'll be going over those next week as well, how to adjust everything up front. There's a lot of adjustment here, of course. That's me opening the hood, closing the hood, opening the hood, closing the hood, and adjusting the fenders in and out. There's a bunch of torque bits that go along the hood on the inner fender inside the engine compartment. And then, of course, there's the brackets up front that you can use to adjust it. And that's pretty much going to do it for today's episode. We've been working on this car for quite a while now, and with the addition of these body panels, everything's really starting to look a lot better, so I'm very excited about that. If you like this video, be sure and click subscribe, and we will catch you next time so we can talk about panel gaps.